where we've forgotten something. We've basically forgotten. I mean, before you left your house, you probably just left, in a rush and forgotten your keys or your wallet. What do you do in that instant?
I definitely go and check my pants first. I go to my room. I check around the room. I go to like all the possible places where I left it, probably the kitchen, the dining area, and like whatnot. Definitely everywhere in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now for that, I mean, the couple of things you're definitely going to lose are your phone, your keys, your wallet, or let's say something to do with your books or anything around that, right? Now Apple's keynote basically introduced a new product, right? And they were talking about the the AirTag. Now this concept is not really as new as they announced, right?
There's many products similar to this. Like one of them, I believe it's called the Tile.
Yeah.
This product was like launched about 5 years ago. So this concept's been in the market for like a really long time.
Okay.
And yeah.
And the point that I think now we have a lot to talk about this, but we're going to show you a real cool video about who we are and what we do. This is Relaks Radio, and you're tuned in on The Buzz. That's right. We're Relaks Radio. We are on the App Store,
Twitch. You could catch us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and on other platforms. We're here every day on weekdays, but not on the weekends.
Yeah, and this is The Buzz. We're going to be, what are we actually going to be updating you on? What do we talk about? What's our show about?
We talk about entrepreneurship, business, and new tech.
So what else we talk about is, anything to do with, the economy, the UK economy, and just keeping you updated on what's going on and letting you know what you need to know in terms of a business conversation. So we've got more tech news for you. This is, my name is Tim.
And I'm Matt.
Now we're going to be talking to you. What you can do is also just join the show. You can always, have a conversation with us. It's just a matter of calling us. Our number is 07852 473 473, and we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. You can just hit us up on WhatsApp. You can give us a call. Just reach out whenever and let us know what your thoughts are on what we're talking about, or even what you want to, what you want us to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So coming back to the conversation around the AirTag. Now, what's the story here?
So the AirTag is basically like a full mix of all these other products that have been there in the market, but just been sold by Apple for a higher price.
Yeah. And like what are the price differences here?
So currently Apple is selling their tag for $24, but that's the lowest. It goes higher than that. And I believe the Tile is selling their tag for $34.
No, I'm familiar with the Tile. I think the Tile has been in the market for a while right now, where they promoted it around, where you can have your Tile in the wallet, in your phone case, with your keys. But what's new about the Apple Tag? What is there any new feature about it, or what's the story there?
It connects with your phone. Like in your iPhone, you have this app called the Find My app. So the Apple AirTag, it connects with your phone, and it's like a key tag. It has this very nice design. You just stick it onto your wallet, your back of the phone, your phone case, or anything that you easily misplace, hard to find.
Yeah.
Just stick it on there, and you use your app, the My Find app, and track it. Uses navigation, location. The same way when your phone gets missing on Apple, you Find My app, use that and search for it.
So it's basically, I mean, what you're saying is that they've basically logged in the same one of the same softwares that they've already got designed, and they're integrating it with a new product, right?
Yeah.
The cost there for research and development would have been almost zero. So it's just a matter of selling what they have and branding. What's the aesthetic story like? Have they got good aesthetics, or is it is it just one color? Is it just one material? What is it?
They've been collaborating on this project with a brand called Hermes.
Yeah.
what they've done is they've like got so many different textures. It's just one same design. It's
Yeah.
just the textures are different. They've got like silicon, metal, not metal, sorry, rubber. Silicon is rubber, and leather. The colors are basically like yellow, red, blue, purple. The leather brown, the leather black, and those. It's like a key tag. It just looks
Yeah.
like a key tag. You stick it onto anything.
Right. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I mean, if you just stick it onto things, I think that way it'll be so much easier. But will it be able to be taken off, or what's it going to look like there?
It's like a very small 1.5 meter long 1.5 meter round device.
Meter?
Yeah.
You probably mean centimeter. So I mean, a meter is probably like that long.
Sorry, centimeter.
So yeah. So talking about how the size of the tag, the air tag. Now, if you are to compare it further with the tile, I think I saw the keynote speech as well. I'm definitely sure it's in terms of aesthetics and in terms of the materials. There's so many new colors, and I personally think these guys are. I mean, Apple is basically going to sell it well because of the fact that they have the brand, the fact that they're marketing it in the same way they sell the iPhones. Now, I personally know people that just don't want to buy. I mean, they just don't want to use a 12 Pro Max even if it was given to them, right? Just because the fact that they don't like the color, right? Now it's another world to me, to be honest. But like I'd say that is the market that they are catering to. So it coming to the point where even if it comes to the Max, it's super to see how thin the screens are. What else did they actually announce in their keynote speech?
They released a new iPad Pro and a new iMac.
Yeah.
And they released, the main thing that they released is this new chip called the M1 chip.
Yeah.
You know how Apple isn't like using other people's products. They're all like,
Okay.
I want my things to be Apple.
Yeah.
So earlier for their iMacs and Apple laptops, they've been using Intel's chips. And so this M1 processor chip, they claim to say that this processor chip is like way faster, way better than Intel.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to use other people's products; they want to use theirs.
Okay.
And the main thing, like the Apple iPad Pro, what's so special about that is that they put this chip into the iPad. So it's basically like carrying a laptop or computer just in the shape of a huge phone all over.
Okay.
It's really cool, and like it's really good for digital creators who like even record themselves.
Yeah, I'd say the content creator story is just going over the top these days, right? If it's videographers, if it is graphic artists, like we were just talking about NFTs as well, right? So is it integrated with the new iPad, or what is the story there? Is it?
It's in the system itself. So like where the battery and everything is all. It's just placed right there because it's not really huge. It's not that big. It doesn't take much space. It just fits in right there, and it's really small, just like the iMac.
Yeah,
iMac is super slim and it doesn't take too much space. So it's all just integrated in the system.
And it's like they've just developed their tech around their own world, right? It's super convenient. I mean, it's not to necessarily sell the iPhone that we're talking about this, but I mean everything you need to know again on tech, you need to get yourself updated on here, right? Now, if you are looking at joining the conversation, we'd definitely like to know what your take is on this. If you were watching the keynote speech and if you think what your favorite feature of the keynote speech was, you just feel free to call us out on 07852473473. That's me. You can call me Tim,
and I'm Matt.
You can call us on the buzz and then just let us know what your thoughts are. You can actually join the live as well. And feel free to leave your comments on the video here as well, because I mean at the end of the day we always talk about how this is your platform, and we are looking to connect us all together. Just if you want us to talk about anything around this topic or anything in the lines of this, to compare in the lines of to see if Android is better in certain aspects or if the old processor chips were as good. I mean, just let us know what your honest take is, because I honestly think the M1 chip is going to definitely it's my take here, but I'm pretty sure the M1 chip is going to it's not really going to be a big difference from my opinion, because of the fact that the processors as they're pretty fast, and pushing it to just like they always say that it's going to be faster, better with the cameras or with the screens. What's your take on that?
I mean, they're always like trying to develop their devices, make them better than anyone else. That's what they claim to say, and that's what they do anyway. And so this is really cool feature they introduced in their new iPads. It's called the camera tracking thing. So
Yeah.
let's say you're in a situation where you're like cooking, so you have
Okay.
to move from right to left and left to right.
Like a vlogger, right?
Yeah, you're like a vlogger.
Yeah.
You're moving all over, you're
Yeah.
busy and it's hectic. And you're on this video call or video conference with someone
Yeah.
and you're really busy. So you can't move the tablet from this angle to that angle to fit the perspective to give them like a better perspective of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So this feature, what it does, it tracks your face and like it moves the camera along with the way you're moving.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to be bothered with like moving the camera. It makes life way
Oh
easier.
my gosh. So basically, I mean, if you're, let's say, if you're working out also, I mean, this I personally come across, right? Where, I'm working out and, if I have to do lunges or something like that, that's why, I had to walk across the gym floor, I mean, the platform or whatever. I mean, you need to make sure that someone's either turning the phone for you or, following you around. But then here, I think it's pretty much going to follow you and just keep do the job there, right?
It keeps track on your face.
That's super news because I think, I mean, this is just finding little things that people want to know, or people will need about little features that people could add value to themselves or with their experience with the product, right? And how they keep adding things to these guys. Now I'm pretty impressed in terms of how Apple pushes these products, and then Apple keeps improving year on year. What other features do you think with the Mac that they've introduced?
They've got a way wider color range because
Okay,
always
okay.
they've had like white colors, gray color, those simple colors. This time the color range is like really wide. They've
Yeah.
got 2 shades of purple, light blue, red,
Oh, yeah?
orange, yellow,
Okay.
and the basic colors as well. So it's like really beautiful as well to look at. And it's super slim, and yeah.
So talking about how the slim feature here. Now, if it is pushing for just the aesthetics, do you think it's just that, or is it convenience as well?
They always push forward for the aesthetics
Yeah.
and convenience as well, because like we don't like our tables to be fully taken up by the computer itself. We want space when we're working.
Yeah.
So they are working on the pleasure of people, like how it satisfies their customer.
True,
and
true.
the aesthetics as well.
That's awesome. I mean, in one way, you have Apple on one side that caters to a niche that basically is particular about color, is particular about size, about if they have the third camera apart from the second camera. But then apart against that, you have a company like Samsung, or if it's Oppo, or if it's Huawei. These guys are making sure that they fit all price ranges below. I mean, with the Samsung flagship, product, that's the S range, right? And then you come down to the A, you come down to the M, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many other series just on the Samsung. But then, talking about how they cater to a wide price range. And these phones are pretty good, right? I mean, it's not just because the fact that, it will be less costly. I'm pretty sure these phones are as good because you check the camera stats, you check the resolution on the cameras. What more? What do you know anything around this? What's your take on that?
Well, Apple, what they do mainly is they have this term called app integration.
Yeah.
They focus mainly on each and every specific apps, whereas Android, they just like bulk produce apps and their phones and stuff. So they don't have time to like look into their products more.
Okay.
Whereas
Okay.
Apple, they only like release 2 to 3 products a year. So they have time to look into each phone, each new device,
Yeah.
and they can fix each app, fix the bugs really easily. Whereas Android, they have so many products, so many ranges. They have to look into each and every single one if they're going to fix like a bug. So that's why it's really difficult.
Yeah, no, you have a really good point there, because I mean, I've just switched to Samsung, I've just switched to iPhone, and it's been less than 3 weeks, right? And I mean, I get what you're saying, because of the fact that the integration with each app is so much so much more friendly, and it's well thought of, because of I completely understand why, because this is something I just learned that you just spoke about, because of the fact that I was using Android for the last 10 years or so, and talking about how they've switched from there's a whole range of it, right? And the attention to detail is not as much as on the iPhone. I completely agree with you there, but I mean, my personal take, I don't really think there's a massive difference there. You have You have the camera that is well integrated. That I'll give it a hats off for. But my honest take on it, I think if you are, I mean, I've been using the one of the S series phones that came out about 3 to 4 years ago till now, but I mean, I honestly don't think there was such a big difference, because I know for a fact that you check the S21 range, the S20, these are still good in terms of the cameras and all that, right? I think one guy I always make sure I watch is MKPHD. And do you know this guy? Do you know MKPHD?
I've not heard of him.
And the guys from Unbox Theory. So
Yeah, I've heard of him. Like he unboxes like all these cool new products, especially like tech products and gadgets. Like really interesting to look at.
yeah,
Like, it's super satisfying. It has this aesthetic. Just open the product, give like a full.
he's got all these ASMR vibes going on as well, right?
And like when he opens it, like he like specifies on what's the new features, what's going on with this product, and he's done this for like a lot of Apple products, Samsung products.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are like a lot. Like his range is not only with tech products. He talks about like new toys, new games, new tech products, plenty of things. Like you can keep talking.
He ranges from sound systems to robotic dogs, and it's quite a range. I mean, me honestly, I can see myself sitting at my own studio or a table and just unboxing things with a bit of an ASMR vibe, and comparing the newest gear, because it's all sent to you free as well, right? And it's free marketing for their brand. So I mean, I think this guy is just living it. It's just a matter of making the content afterwards, which he has his team for as well. But it's not the easiest as it seems. He's built it from scratch. He's been the only one making the videos initially as well. But yeah, I mean, I want to know. I mean, I'm pretty sure Matt will also want to know what your opinion is in terms of the Unbox Theory concept. Because if you were a YouTuber, do you think you could do it on a full-time basis, and then what niche would you actually look at catering it to, right? So let us know. You can actually join the conversation. We'll have a conversation around YouTubers actually, and just feel free to let us know what your thoughts are. Just share your thoughts, or leave a comment on the content here we're sharing. We share on YouTube, on Facebook,
on Twitch as well, and you can also catch us on the Android and Apple apps as well. And we're there every day on the weekdays, but not on the weekends. You can catch us on our show.
You can catch us on the Buzz. We are with you on every weekday all the way till 3 p.m. Now, you can also call us on our number. It's 07852 473 473. My name is Tim.
And I'm Matt.
And we'll be right back with you with more cool news on the Buzz by Relaks Radio.